North Africa. North Africa sits at the top of the continent. It stretches from the Atlantic Ocean to the Red Sea. Most of this region is covered by the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert in the world. Countries here include Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, and Mauritania. The people are mostly Arab and Berber. Islam is the main religion. Arabic is spoken widely, but Berber languages are still common in Morocco and Algeria. Ancient civilizations like Egypt and Carthage started here. Today, many North African countries rely on oil, gas, and tourism. Egypt has the Suez Canal, one of the most important waterways in the world. The culture here is often closer to the Arab world, but it remains African in geography and history. West Africa. West Africa curves along the Atlantic coast and stretches inland to the Sahel. It includes 16 countries: Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Togo, Benin, Mauritania, Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau. Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, with over 200 million people. Ghana was the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence in 1957. This region was once home to powerful empires like Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. The Atlantic slave trade deeply affected West Africa. Millions of people were taken from here. Today, West Africa is known for vibrant culture. Afrobeat music and colorful fabrics come from here. Nigeria produces a lot of oil. Ghana and Ivory Coast grow cocoa. English, French, and Portuguese are common languages, but hundreds of local languages are still spoken every day. West Africa faces challenges like poverty, but it also has some of the fastest growing economies on the continent. Central Africa. Central Africa is dominated by the Congo Basin, the second largest rainforest in the world. The region includes 9 countries: the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Republic of the Congo, Gabon, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Chad, Angola, and São Tomé and Príncipe. The Congo River is the deepest river in the world. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is the second largest country in Africa. Angola was controlled by Portugal and had a long civil war after independence. European colonization was brutal here, especially under Belgian rule. Many Central African countries are rich in diamonds, cobalt, copper, and timber, but they remain some of the poorest nations in the world. French is widely spoken. Portuguese is spoken in Angola and São Tomé and Príncipe. Local languages like Lingala and Swahili are used every day. Central Africa struggles with corruption and violence, yet its music and art remain powerful across the continent. East Africa. East Africa stretches from the Horn down to the Indian Ocean coast. It includes Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and the island nations of Comoros, Seychelles, and Mauritius. The Great Rift Valley runs through this region. It has created landscapes like Mount Kilimanjaro and Lake Victoria. East Africa is called the cradle of humanity. Some of the oldest human fossils come from here. The region has a long history of trade with Arabia, India, and Asia. This created Swahili culture, a mix of African and Arab influences. Swahili is spoken alongside English in Kenya and Tanzania. South Sudan is the newest country in the world, gaining independence in 2011. Rwanda and Burundi are small but densely populated with a tragic history of ethnic violence. The island nations of Seychelles, Mauritius, and Comoros are known for tourism and fishing. East Africa's economy includes farming, tourism, and growing tech industries. Cities like Nairobi are becoming technology hubs. Southern Africa. Southern Africa sits at the bottom of the continent. It includes 10 countries: South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Mozambique, Zambia, Malawi, Lesotho, Eswatini, and Madagascar. South Africa is the economic powerhouse with the most developed infrastructure. It also has a painful history of apartheid that ended in 1994. Lesotho is completely surrounded by South Africa. Eswatini is one of the last absolute monarchies in Africa. Zimbabwe once fed the region but has faced economic collapse. Botswana is one of Africa's success stories with stable democracy. Namibia has stunning deserts and was the last country to gain independence in 1990. Mozambique speaks Portuguese. Zambia and Malawi are landlocked and rely on agriculture. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world with unique wildlife found nowhere else. Southern Africa is rich in diamonds, gold, platinum, and copper. English is widely spoken. Afrikaans is common in South Africa. Bantu languages like Zulu, Shona, and Chichewa are also spoken. The region has beautiful national parks and wildlife. The Horn of Africa. The Horn of Africa is the easternmost part of the continent. It includes Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. This region sits near the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, major shipping routes for global trade. Islam is the main religion in Somalia, Djibouti, and parts of Eritrea. Ethiopia has an ancient Christian tradition. It is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, with its own alphabet, calendar, and church. Eritrea gained independence from Ethiopia in 1993 after a long war. Djibouti is small but strategic, hosting military bases from several countries. Somalia has been without a stable government since 1991. It has struggled with civil war and piracy. The region has faced border wars, drought, and famine. The Amhara, Oromo, Tigray, and Somali are some of the largest ethnic groups. The Horn of Africa is both historically significant and currently in crisis. The Sahel. The Sahel is a long, dry belt that runs across Africa just south of the Sahara Desert. Countries that touch the Sahel include Senegal, Mauritania, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Sudan, and Eritrea. The word Sahel means shore in Arabic. It acts like a border between the desert and greener lands to the south. This region has always struggled with drought and desertification. Lake Chad has shrunk dramatically over the decades. Historically, the Sahel was a meeting point where Islam spread across West Africa. Timbuktu in Mali was once a famous center of learning. Today, the Sahel is one of the poorest and most unstable areas in the world. Terrorist groups operate in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. But the people are resilient with rich traditions in music, poetry, and crafts. French is often the official language. Arabic and local languages like Hausa, Fulani, and Wolof are widely spoken. The Congo Basin. The Congo Basin is the heart of Central Africa. It covers parts of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Republic of the Congo, Gabon, Cameroon, Central African Republic, and Equatorial Guinea. It contains the world's second largest rainforest and is home to mountain gorillas, bonobos, and forest elephants. The Congo River is the deepest river in the world. Various Bantu and Pygmy groups have lived here for thousands of years. European colonization brought terrible violence. King Leopold II of Belgium killed millions through forced labor. Even after independence, the region has suffered from war and illegal mining. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has vast mineral wealth, including cobalt used in phone batteries. Gabon and Republic of the Congo have oil. Yet these countries remain very poor. Music styles like soukous and rumba have influenced the continent. Lingala and French are common languages. Deforestation and climate change threaten the survival of these forests. The Swahili Coast. The Swahili Coast is a narrow strip along the Indian Ocean running through Kenya, Tanzania, and Mozambique. It includes the islands of Zanzibar and Comoros. Historic cities like Mombasa, Dar es Salaam, and Zanzibar City are found here. For over 1,000 years, this coast has been a center of trade. Arab and Persian traders brought Islam, which mixed with local Bantu cultures and created the Swahili people and language. Swahili buildings are made of coral stone with carved wooden doors showing Arab and Indian influences. The coast was deeply involved in the slave trade. Zanzibar was a major center before slavery was banned. Today, the Swahili Coast is known for beaches and spices. Zanzibar is called the Spice Island. Swahili is one of the most widely spoken languages in Africa. It is official in Kenya and Tanzania and spoken in Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and parts of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The economy includes fishing, tourism, and trade. The African Great Lakes. The African Great Lakes region centers around Lake Victoria, Lake Tanganyika, and Lake Malawi. This region includes Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa and borders Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. Lake Tanganyika is the second deepest lake in the world and borders Tanzania, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Burundi, and Zambia. Lake Malawi is shared by Malawi, Tanzania, and Mozambique. These lakes were formed by tectonic plates shifting in the Great Rift Valley. The region is incredibly fertile and supports dense populations. The Great Lakes region is known for tragic recent history. The Rwandan genocide happened in 1994 when nearly 1 million people were killed. This violence spilled into Burundi and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Yet, this region is culturally vibrant with strong traditions in music and dance. Agriculture is the backbone of the economy. Coffee and tea are major exports. Fishing on the lakes supports millions. Tourism around mountain gorillas in Rwanda and Uganda brings income. People speak Bantu languages like Kinyarwanda, Kirundi, and Luganda. Swahili and English are also widely used.